Salvation comes from my one self. Salvation comes from my one self. I am one self. I am one self. Lesson 113 for morning and evening review. I am one self, united with my Creator. Serenity and perfect peace are mine because I am one self, completely whole, at one with all creation and with God. Salvation comes from my one self. From my one self, whose knowledge still remains within my mind, I see God's perfect plan for my salvation perfectly fulfilled. On the hour, I am one self, united with my Creator. And on the half hour, salvation comes from my one self. Salvation comes from my one self. Salvation comes from my one self. I am one self. I am one self. And now for the reflection on Lesson 113. Today in our review lesson, we emphasize your one self, as opposed to your separate self, the part of you that still believes it is separate from literally everything, that you are alone and isolated, that you are threatened at every turn, every corner, every person that you meet, every situation that you encounter. Something could happen to you. You never know. A car, another person, a war, who knows? But your separate self could be hurt. It could be killed. It could be damaged. You could lose something. And so this is what the ego is constantly trying to defend, that separate self that believes it is isolated. And yet, salvation comes from realizing that I have only one self in truth. And salvation comes from the realization and the practice of that. I am one self united with my Creator. And if I am one with my Creator, then what could possibly harm me? What could possibly do anything but bless me? So with this lesson, let us hold on to that certainty. I am blessed because my salvation comes from my one self and the fact that I am united with my Creator.